Hi everybody, Chris here from Truly Holistic. Now, I just want to do a short video about something we've been incorporating into the sessions just of late, in the last kind of week or two. I call it the Four Domino Effect. Okay, a bit like this. I made a little four domino thing, which is kind of four-step process, and it's been a really good tool to use. It's not really about in advancing the knowing that I have within the session work and how we go about the session work. It's more about how I can provide and simplify, you know, a direct connection between an understanding of how the fabric of reality is forged by that individual, that client we're working on, and how it connects with then the experience they're having through their body, whether it's a health problem or a manifestation issue in regards to the reality they're experiencing, right? um, and putting it in a real simple way that allows the person to understand it. Because the way I see it is the way my client perceives what they're experiencing, what they're going through, is very vital, and it can be a very pivotal healing tool that client can then use from that point. Because how you perceive reality is your belief structure, your belief system. And we're all creative. We're creators here. We're forging and creating the very experience we're going to have as reality. So, as part of the creative process, right, which continues to forge on beyond the session work or the session we have together for that 45 minutes, right, is for them to have a greater knowing of what their creative process is going towards, and perhaps being aware that it's being forged in a way that is putting all the odds against them instead of favoring what their heart's desires are, right? Which is everyone that comes to these sessions with me has one thing in common: they want change from what they're currently experiencing, right? And that person has to be actively changing then their creative process to get an outcome that's different. It's just that simple. So having those greater insights and realizations that you actually have a creative process and how to go about it is essential, because it will change their belief structure, which means it changes the way then they use their energy. Right? That becomes the very fabric of reality they'll experience. So I'm just going to give you a simple breakdown about what each of those four dominoes are, and and I tell you, it's been great, because what I'm getting back is feedback after sessions or at the end of sessions where people are just nodding their head and like that, and they're going, like, I always ask them right at the end of the session. I go, any questions? And what I'm getting of late is people not asking questions. They go, no, I completely understood what you said and what you did, and that's what I want to see. Because in session work now, we don't just do clearings and say goodbye. I'll see you in a week's time. Half the session at least is discussing what came up, what we're going to do about it. So the client not only gets the healing, they completely know why they've experienced what they've experienced through the body, and also how to go about it to not re-manifest it and to keep the healing going. And at the core of this is empowering. The key is empowerment. Because at the core of each one of us, we are powerful. Okay. So let's go through it, right? So the fourth domino, I'm going to start from there and go backwards, right? The fourth domino is our body, what we experience through the body, right? Which we can say are symptoms. Okay. Now, symptoms are generally what is felt. Okay. And our home, our true, authentic discernment is through the heart, because that's how we got here as the soul. That's what we authentically are. Okay, we get here through the heart and we leave back out the heart, right? Because when someone dies, how do we know? The heart stops beating, right? Now, but during that time, for the nth degree, we are conditioned to be up here and away from our home. This is a big problem. Now, we want our discernment to be based on what's felt, right? And this is a big problem. Why we are conditioned in the way that we generally perceive symptoms, that, oh, it's something wrong, right? And we go and see a medical doctor, and their treatment is really to numb or nullify symptoms, which is really the effect to a cause, but their treatment doesn't cover the cause, it just works on the effect. Okay, is because we are taking something that really is a communication from feel and from the heart through the body, and we're then misinterpreting it and misunderstanding it from out of mind thought. It's like two different languages. Okay. Right? So, but when we stay in the heart, what we realize is that actually this communication network of symptoms through the body is a messenger to provide you with an awareness of what is actually happening in the field that you can't see. So this discernment of what comes through the body and we know as symptoms is essential. But the very modern medicine traditional system is to numb or remove that network of communication, right? Which means we're more limited than ever. Because if we go by observation, we only see 0.0035% of the electromagnetic spectrum of light, meaning what we see is a less than 1% representation of what is. Okay? And thought is based on how we were conditioned to perceive things. These are limiting factors. We need this avenue of feel through the body to fill in the blanks. But if we're taking medications, it's numbing our body's ability to provide that, we're in bigger trouble than you originally were, right? Now, we call the body a form of expression. Form means geometry. It's actually where the word information comes from. And expression means communication, because the body is here to communicate the state of the field. And this takes us to the third domino before the fourth, the body, and that is the auric field, your aura. Okay? Now, your aura is, as I say, that field that then the body becomes a central medium to communicate what's happening in that field. Is it collapsed or is it expansive? We want that field to be expansive. To give you an example, when somebody suffers with severe anxiety or panic attacks, that's when that field is collapsed in, right? Which is that field you can't see. But if you could see it, it'd be like me being in this room and all four walls of that room caving in on me. No wonder you're panicking, right? As like anxiety or a panic attack, right? So that's the third one, right? Because our body is only as good as state. It's only as good as the state we provide it, which state means the field. And we forge that. And you'll find that out in the next step. So, auric field. Third domino, fourth domino, the body. Second domino is your creative process, your attention intention, right? So your attention intention forges whether that field's expansive or collapsed in. Okay? The first domino, which starts it all, this is where it starts, is who is guiding your attention intention, which we would call an intelligence, a consciousness. And I've always said that what we experience here on this plane is not done at a human level. Human was given the identity of your physicality, the body. No, what you authentically are is intelligence. You're a consciousness. And that's the reason you're here, as a consciousness, to evolve yourself. And if you're not evolving yourself, you're evolving other consciousness to the detriment to you. Okay. Now, as I say, we came through the heart, and that's one discernment, one guide, right, through feel. The other one's through mind thought. And we didn't get here through that pathway. But we are taught to embody and condition it and to allow it and accept it as ourselves. So therefore, it will guide how we use our creative process into creating a collapsed field, which means that you suffer, the body suffers because it needs that expansive field to be well and vital. And out of that suffering, through the use of your attention intention, it goes ahead creating an expansion of the very intelligence that comes through the mind that is not you as the soul. We call this the gamma duality. Okay, so we use this four-step pillar approach, the four domino approach, within every session now. So it gives you the bigger picture of what's going on. So you walk away from that session getting the healing that you require, but a greater understanding of reality and your purpose in creating that reality. Can't get any better than that. Can't get any more empowering about that. So please, book a session now. We'll never, the days, the weeks, the months, we keep expanding, we keep evolving Truly Holistic. This is nothing like it was a year ago. Nothing like it was 2 years ago. We're expanding, we're evolving, we're simplifying it because we understand that you having a greater sense of knowing of reality and who you authentically are is right at the core of you resolving and remedying anything that you are affected by, suffering by, and also creating a reality that then reflects your heart's desire. So make sure to book an appointment. Go to my appointment page at trulyholistic.net/appointments/ and go and book a session now, either for reality coaching to learn more about these concepts, or sentence healing session where we do the clearings, but we also discuss all the principles, including this Four Domino Effect approach. Make sure to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share this video out for people that you feel need to hear this. Till next time. Catch you later.